They're doing opposite of safe. They're abusing us.
The government is?
And the police.
They need to honor their oath. We need good police. And then they get honor from us, right?
What do we want? Freedom! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Freedom! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Freedom!
Police officers, uphold your oath to the Constitution. We beg of you, please, not the blue line. The Constitution, it overrides the blue line. Thank you for your service to this country. Please protect the people's life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. What do we want?
So everyone's marching around the courthouse, the walls of Jericho right now.
What do we want?
Because they need to be brought down. We need God to bring the walls down. We need the people to stand up.
What do we want?
We need to be loud. Now, we're not holding up the traffic or anything like that because it's not necessary tonight. But people are making a statement out here. We don't need permits for our rights.
Try giving away wrong. Stand for America.
Some guy's mooning us over there.
Children here. David Fry, we want you free. Stand strong, brother. It will be held accountable. What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want?
You can't love your neighbor and ignore them being abused. Stand up.
When do we want it? Guys, stand up. You're just a number to this federal government.
Set the prisoners free!
Set the prisoners free. This is a hostage center right here. Release the prisoners. They're making money off of them. We want it.
I love it when people stand up and start doing things.
When do we want it?
Every seed can grow into a tree.
When do we want it?
And so whoever will stand, don't stand the abuse of any of your neighbors by anybody, but whoever will stand side by side with you for justice, get out there. Look, even my wife is out here. My kids.
What do we want?
Okay.
No justice?
No peace.
No justice? No peace. No justice? No peace. No justice? No peace. No justice? No peace. No justice? No peace. No justice? No peace. No justice? No peace.
Come on out.
No justice? Good. No peace.
Come on out and honor your oath.
No peace.
Do you work for a paycheck or to protect people? That's what we want to know. You're the sheriff. It's time to step up and set these men free. It's time to get a conscience and be a man. All right? What's your name?
What's my name?
Yeah.
Written onto my uniform.
You can say it for us.
Yeah.
What is it?
Russell.
Russell, what's your badge number?
Don't have a badge number. We don't do badge numbers.
Interesting. All right. Well, hey, we're not here to. We're not here to. You're not running me off until I'm ready. Okay.
Do whatever you want.
All right. Well, we're glad of that. But it's not what I want. I want you to honor their oath. I want you to respect this Constitution. That's what it's about. How come you don't do that? It's not that I have anything against you. It's that I want you to love your neighbor. I want you to stand up. Why don't you?
You don't know who I am.
I know that you're working for a place that's holding political prisoners. It's little more than a concentration camp. I know that you're not stepping up and setting the prisoners free. I know by your actions, Russell, that you're not honoring your oath. You're not loving your neighbor as yourself. And that's what I want you to do.
Have a good night. I don't know what you want, so.
I want you to uphold the law.
Do you believe the Constitution for
Everybody's rights. Everybody's rights are equal. Every single officer we've encountered down here in Portland today. Let's try this one. Let's try this one. Evening. Why don't you roll down your window? Why don't you roll down your window so I can hear you? I have something to say to you, and you work for me. What are you doing down here to honor your oath to the Constitution for all these political prisoners here? Are you going to run away too? Come on, man. Be more of a man than that.
Back up so I can get out of my car. Back up so I can get out of my car safely.
Where are you going? Let's have a conversation about the Constitution a little bit. I just want to know where you stand and what you're doing to to help defend it. Because these guys in this jail, they're being abused by you guys. You're sheriff, right?
I'm pro-Constitution. No, I'm not a sheriff.
How are you pro-Constitution if you're not defending the Constitution, brother?
You know I'm not a sheriff.
Well, I know now. I just saw your badge.
You can look at the card.
Well, I'm not disputing whether you are. I asked you a question. If you're pro-Constitution, man, how come you're running away from me for trying to talk about the Constitution?
Throwing away my trash.
Excuse me?
Throwing away my trash?
Yeah, but you're avoiding the situation.
What's your question?
I want to know why you're letting these people be railroaded in corrupt courts, why you're letting due process being violated in the jury trials, why you're hauling people into jail and harassing and collecting and extorting instead of honoring the Constitution. That's what I want to know.
I'm not extorting anyone.
So you don't write traffic tickets, you don't take people to jail over victimless crimes, none of those things?
I've run 20 traffic tickets in 4 years.
Well, that's 20 too many, I would say. But
Really?
more importantly,
Okay, well,
why
that's
aren't
your
you getting
opinion.
these guys out of prison, though?
I don't have that authority.
You have the authority to defend the rule of law like anybody else, man. You got to stand up. You got to stand up, brother. You got to love your neighbor. They're just running away. They're just running away. The one guy says he likes the Constitution, and then he runs away and says that he doesn't have the authority to do anything.
You know why? Because they're under an order.
Yeah, they're under an order that's fake. Officer! Roll down the window, buddy. Officer! Hey! We want... So look at this. I've been in Portland a few hours and the police are already running from me. What's the deal? Where'd Kelly go? Where's the rest of the crew there? We need to get, we're getting spread thin.
Yeah, we are.
We need to pull up. Hey! Let's tighten it up!
You're more than welcome to protest, but we need you to
guys
get on
walk
the
with us?
sidewalk for us, okay? So can you please get on
We're
the
in
sidewalk?
solidarity.
Come here, baby. Come here.
Could you please get onto the sidewalk for
Is
us?
it illegal to walk in the street? It's
It
pretty
is.
calm down here tonight, guys.
We need you guys to walk on the sidewalk.
We'll change that for you. You follow me?
We have cars honking.
Well, how about a couple of you guys ride with us? We'd be cool with that.
You're more than happy to
I
do
think
it
we're
on the
about
street.
done, aren't we?
Yeah, if you can do it on
We're heading back, so it's cool.
Where are you heading back to?
Well, here's the thing. I'm not here to answer your questions. I'm here to ask the questions.
Because we don't want you to get
Right.
hit in the street. There's a lot
I
of
understand, and we'll be accountable for our own...
Currently, you're in violation.
Of what? Okay, what am I in violation of?
Improper positioning on a roadway by a pedestrian.
Of what?
If you guys get hit by a drunk driver, you're in the roadway.
So isn't that my responsibility, though?
No, that would be the drunk driver. You follow me? We don't want anybody to get hurt. If we prevent it from happening, that would be a better
I don't
idea,
need you.
right?
What I need you to do is honor your oath and prevent the abuse that your guys' team is doing
That's
to people
not
all
us.
over this
That
country.
has nothing
It is
to do
us.
with us.
You're not setting the prisoners free. You're not stopping the corrupt judges. That's what you guys need to do. I don't need you to babysit us.
Can we finish this and go up to the corner?
Okay, well, we're gonna head back to the park and then we'll wrap it up. How's that sound?
You're going back to the park. Can you go onto the sidewalk?
I think we need to finish right out here, but we are almost done.
Is it okay if we finish?
No, I won't answer your question.
When you
Okay.
get back to the park, are you going to stay on the
Oh,
sidewalk?
I do
So
plan. We
stay
do
in
when we
the
get to the park. We do plan to get on the sidewalk. Yeah,
Okay.
we've gone around a couple times, and we're trying to wrap up. We're not trying to disrupt traffic or anything like that. We just want you guys to honor your oath. You know, every one of you officers has ran from me all night long, and we want you to step up. We want you to stop arresting people illegally and putting them before illegal judges. All right, let's wrap it up, guys, or they're going to get worked up. They're getting cranky at us. Let's head to the park. Where'd Sandra go? Where'd Sandra? Okay. Okay, keep it tight. Come on, bring it up. Bring it up. You guys are welcome to walk with us if you're concerned about our safety. You guys are welcome to walk with us if you're concerned about our safety. Right back here. My back. I'm okay. I got this. Thank you.
No, I meant.
Oh, the safety thing? So they can't give us the safety narrative? Thank you. Look at that. We're safe now. See, it's not about safety here. It's not about that. They could be out here walking with us. They could be honoring their oath. They're trying to intimidate us. And we didn't. We didn't leave the street. We're going to go finish up. We're going to finish our march.
What do you need, Ken?
Because we have a right to make a noise. Mister, as an officer, when you let people be abused in the courts, when you let people be abused in the courts, when you let them be held in prison, denied due process, Your job is not just violate rights, it's to defend people's rights. You should be out here doing what people like Ammon Bundy are doing. Your job as an officer and as an American protecting your children is to defend the rights of others. And these judges and these corrupt courts and all your fake statutes, the Constitution, they're not defending. How are they defending people? How are you protecting the community?
You're asking questions that are...
That's a fair question.
That's what courts are for, partner.
No, that's what you're for. Have you read your oath? Have you read the Constitution? You said you would defend the Constitution. You didn't say I'll defend the Constitution if the court says so. You said I will defend my neighbor. I mean, think about it. The man that sees a man getting beat up on the side of the road, right, or a woman's getting robbed. Nobody needs to go to the court to ask permission to help them, right? No. So why, when these people are in this jail up here, why when people are illegally arrested on fake charges, when corrupt judges violate the Constitution?
Illegally arrested by who?
By Portland police, by the sheriff, by the feds. How about the guy that was just arrested yesterday? Who? Right over here, for possessing a gun.
For possession of a gun.
Did you take an oath to the Constitution?
I did.
Then how could you ever arrest somebody for possession of a gun?
Because it's against state statute, or against city code for sure.
Do you know that a statute that violates the Constitution is void? That's the whole founding of our country.
If it's not, if it's being upheld by federal court.
Not nonsense. Your job.
Actually not true.
Your job is to oppose that. This is what I'm saying. We need to understand law and love our neighbor and stand up. Your country is going away. I'm sure you got kids and family too that you care about. You're thinking you're out here fighting for justice, but all you're doing is enforcing the laws that are made up by corrupt bureaucrats that violate the Constitution.
Change the law?
No, I don't need to change the law. It's in your hand. It's called the United States Constitution, bud.
That is the law.
No, your job is to defend that Constitution. And when you don't do that, you're not being an American. You're not being a law enforcement officer. You're being corrupt. Law enforcement means you enforce the law against the judges, against your corrupt blue line buddies. When they cross that line, we need good officers that'll honor their oath. We don't need... You guys coming and harassing us had nothing to do with our safety. Otherwise, you just would have come and marched with us.
Why?
Initially.
Why do you think that? Why do you believe that?
Because nobody was running us over, and we're accountable for our own personal thing.
If we all go get bikes,
Accountability.
we can occupy that entire lane and ride around the block. Do you hear yourself? How ridiculous
That's-
that is?
Do you know the laws you're enforcing are so
Do you
absurd at
understand
this
the
point?
difference?
I have to go get on a bike in order for you to let me.
You don't even understand that you're holding a Constitution in your hand while the people defending it and being law enforcement are sitting in those cells up there, and you're down here saying, I'm law enforcement, I'm authority, but you won't defend the law. The law is not a statute. Even Alexander Hamilton said that any law that violates the Constitution is void. A magistrate, when they exceed their authority, they cease to be a magistrate. I don't understand why. What part of shall not be infringed is confusing to the courts and to the police?
Well, you're confusing the hell out of me because...
Okay,
You're
let me
talking
simplify.
Okay.
You come to me and you say, Gavin, you have an illegal gun. Okay? You say that and you arrest me. You violated your oath. There's no such thing as an illegal gun because the Constitution in your pocket right now says shall not be infringed. It doesn't mean sometimes. It doesn't mean when the feds say so. It means never. And that's a great example, but there's many of them.
Have all of these cases gone before the Supreme Court?
They don't. The Supreme Court is irrelevant to our rights.
That's what
They don't get to decide the law. Do you want 12 kings?
Supreme Court.
Do you want 12 kings, bud? Or do you want liberty?
Supreme Court justices
You know what?
now
I want
can override
I
our
do.
founding fathers.
Then go home and read the Constitution and the Declaration and think about it for me.
Power, the people are the higher
I know you're surrounded right now, so it's not like we're not trying. But you guys did come at us on the street, so
Yeah, we're friendly.
we're not here to pick a fight.
None of us
Listen.
are violent. We're not going to.
Honest, the only reason I came out to talk to you is because I am concerned about your welfare. Okay, if I did not have to deal
Concerned
with,
about our welfare, you would uphold our rights. You
Here's
would
the thing.
protect our
Okay,
rights.
continue.
let's
but
say that
just
that's
do it on the
right.
sidewalk.
Okay,
because
but,
I will tell you,
but we
the
make a
honest
statement by being in the road, and that statement needs to be made.
truth. You make a statement, but you also make a hazardous statement.
What about Martin Luther King though? When he crossed the bridge, it may have
But
been
do you
a
understand?
hazard
Do you
statement,
understand what I'm saying?
right? But do you understand how that sometimes it's important? Do you understand that sometimes it's more important to put yourself at risk to stand up for what's right and love your neighbor?
Founding father, you put yourself at risk every day when you put on that outfit
I
and
do,
come out here and
but
report.
my whole
Did you
point
tell
of
me
doing
the
this,
other
my whole
people
point of doing this is just trying to keep as many people
When they were
safe as
taking
I
over
can.
the
We don't,
entire
we don't
street
want you to keep us
blocking
safe from other cars. We want you.
We want you to keep us safe from other officers, from corrupt judges. We want you to keep us safe from abuse. So you have a good night.
Keep up.
All right, take care, man.
Thank you.
Read that when you get home, really. Look at that declaration close and look at what they're saying.
I do consider it an honor that you did not put on your riot gear for us. I hope that speaks to our credibility this year with you guys. Have a good night.
On our side.
We have
They're not, they should be, but
Love you. an oath to the Constitution, and so did I. So did
If
we.
you're doing your job, you're on our side.
Everybody's lives equal. Everybody's lives equal.
Even them, yes.
Even them. But when they violate and tread on people's rights, they become the aggressor, they become the hostile, and they
Well, that's our job to remind them, yes.
And it's good that there was 50 of us here tonight so that they couldn't just...
Otherwise, they would have started picking us out.
Because they were, that woman was about to grab Sandra and throw her in the back of the car, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you notice I put my hands up and stepped back?
Yeah, I was just afraid that she was going to come at you.
Not gonna go.
Well, buddy, you have anything to say? We're live. Anything to say about the prisoners?
They're doing opposite of safe. They're abusing us.
The government is?
And the police.
They need to honor their oath. We need good police. And then they get honor from us, right? Do you have anything to say about this protest?
No.
No? You have anything to say?
Prisoners free.
Prisoners free, that's right. Set the prisoners free. Get out there, guys, wherever you are. March and stand and turn the world upside down. And I want to address something. Don't pretend that 6 officers coming out and being hostile with us, especially the woman initially. That guy was more the diplomat, right? Don't pretend that this is about our safety. If it was about your safety, they would be keeping the peace. They would be stopping the terrorists in our government and in our courts. I can walk on the road of my own accord. I'm okay with that. My police don't need to babysit me to that degree. I want them to honor their oath and defend the Constitution. That is what makes a good cop. And that's what we need again. But to get that, the people have to stand.
What was there, Pikachu?